Well, good evening. Welcome to Van Buren High School tonight. Van Buren High School, the Bakersfield Lions, and the South Pemscott Bulldogs in action tonight here in a kind of a quick game that was set up yesterday. The Bakersfield Lions and the South Pemscott Bulldogs in action tonight. Van Buren High School, Bakersfield 8-3 on the year. Van Buren South Pemscott is 3-1 on the year. That's right. Only played 4 games so far this year, and they are 3-1. And we're going to take a quick second here. I believe we're going to do the national anthem, but South Pemscott ranked 8th in 2A, Final Four appearance last year as well. And they are ranked again number 8 in the state in Class 2A. It's going to be a dandy ball game here tonight from South Pemscott here at the campus of Van Buren High School. Going to take a quick second here while they play the national anthem. All right, again, we are on the campus of Van Buren High School tonight as the Bakersfield Lions take on the South Pemscott Bulldogs, who are 3-1 on the year. Starting lineup for the Bakersfield Lions, senior number 1, Morris Collins, along with number 3, C.J. Carey. Number 12, Ty Cotter. Number 13, Kaiden Alvarado. And number 50, Cooper Massey. Connor Jones out tonight after he suffered an ankle injury in practice, so he'll be sitting tonight. Your starting lineup for the South Pemscott Bulldogs: number 0, Tyrekus Campbell, along with number 2, Robert Farmer, number 3, Jatarian Smith, number 5, Terrell Boyd, and number 24, Logan Southern. Head coach is Jordan McGowan for the South Pemscott Bulldogs. Again, Connor Jones out tonight, rolled an ankle. Hayden Sanders also out sick. There's a lot of sickness going around the area over the last couple weeks, and good matchup here tonight. Number 8 ranked South Pemscott Bulldogs in Class 2A, and apologize, guys, my camera, I'm having to do it vertically, so we'll have to deal with that right now. South Pemscott gets the basketball to start the ball game off. Number 5 with it, that's Terrell Boyd, gets it right side over to Robert Farmer. Farmer, he takes a little 15-foot jumper off the front of the rim, no good. Ty Cotter pulls down the rebound. Here comes the Bakersfield Lions. Cotter with the basketball, brings it across the timeline. Right wing over to Kaiden Alvarado. Back out front to Morris Collins. Collins with the basketball. Almost stolen. We got a loose ball. Collins gets a hold of it, drives in, little floater, puts it up and in. It's 2-0. South Pemscott brings the basketball up for the South Pemscott Bulldogs. Number 2 with it out front, Robert Farmer. Farmer right side over to Tyrekus Campbell. Campbell setting the offense up. He'll take a 3. It's going to be no good. Gets his own rebound. Finds a gap, goes in, kicks it over to number 2. That's Farmer. Farmer takes a shot, no good. Number 3, Smith with the rebound. Kicks it back out front to number 24, Logan Southern. Southern with it. Left wing over to Tyrekus Campbell, and he puts a three up and in, and it's good. 3-2. South Pimscott putting full court pressure on. Bakersfield Lions breaking. Coach Denton calling the play for the Lions. Morris Collins with it left side, gets it out front to Cotter. Cotter drives in down in the right corner to Collins. He'll fake the three, drive in up to the layup, going to be partially blocked. And here comes South Pimscott with the basketball. Number 2, Farmer drives in, misses a shot. Got a loose ball. Pimscott gets it. They'll get it back out front to number 24, Logan Southern. He'll kick it to number 5, Boyd. Boyd takes the three, no good. Morris Collins with the rebound. Another loose ball. Ball still on the floor. Collins gets it. Little floater, gets his own rebound, misses it, and puts it back up and in. So Morris Collins with 4 points on the night. The Bakersfield Lions lead 4-3. South Pimscott, number 0, Tyrekus Campbell gets an easy up and in. He's got 5 points on the night. And it is now 6-5, I believe. Yes, it's 6-5 now as Campbell gets gets a shot. Morris Collins with the basketball, inbounding it for the Bakersfield Lions. Gets it into Carey. Carey with the basketball. Gets it over to Cotter. Cotter crosses the timeline. Sets the offense up for the Bakersfield Lions. Coach Denton calling the play, and we got a backcourt violation. Looks like South Pimscott touched it, but the refs didn't see it. And it'll be Bulldog basketball. 5-4, actually. 5:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Going to be Pimscott basketball. Number 2 with it out front. That is Farmer. Farmer out front with the basketball. Looks at the shot. Doesn't take it. Dribbles the left side for the Bulldogs. Back out front to Campbell. Campbell takes a three. No good. Rebound by Caden Alvarado. Got a loose ball. And we're going to have a foul on the play. That foul's going to be on number 0, Campbell. That's going to be his first personal foul. Team foul number 1 for the South Pimscott Bulldogs. South Pimscott from Steele, Missouri. They are way down in the Boot Hill, down by the Tennessee border. It took them about 2 hours. And, of course, Bakersfield traveling to Van Buren about an hour and 45 minutes. They kind of set this game up late last minute yesterday as the game scheduled for Saturday that Bakersfield Lady Lions and Lions are supposed to play in. They have been canceled due to the upcoming weather. So Lions able to get in another ball game here. So the Lions able to get another ball game in here before the snow comes in. 5-4, 5:07 left to go here in the first quarter. And again, I apologize about the camera. Having to hold it vertically, had it all set up, and it told me to turn it. So going to have to deal with it for now. But as the Bakersfield Lions bring it across the timeline, and it's knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by South Pimscott. Lion basketball, number 12, Ty Cotter with it out front for the Lions in the backcourt across the timeline. Gets it over to Morris Collins, got a loose ball. It goes in the backcourt. Number 0, Campbell gets it, goes up for the shot. Going to be blocked by Morris Collins. Number 0, Eli Cotter will check in for the Bakersfield Lions. Number 50, Massey will come out. 4:49 left to play here in the first quarter. Bakersfield trailing 5-4. South Pimscott with it out front. Number 8 ranked in Class 2A. Number 2, Farmer drives in, takes a little running jumper, rolls around the rim. No good. Got a loose ball. Last touch by the Bulldogs. It's going to be Bakersfield Lion basketball. Been a sloppy first quarter so far here. 4:36 left to play here in the first. 5-4. The Bulldogs with the lead. Bakersfield Lions inbounds again. Morris Collins with it in the backcourt. Full court pressure. Gets it to Carey. Carey's going to bring it up court. Down in the left corner to Cotter. Cotter back out front to Collins. Collins on the right wing to Ty Cotter. Back out front to Carey. Carey left side over to Morris Collins in the corner. He finds a gap, dribbles baseline, puts it up and in. Collins with all 6 points so far for the Bakersfield Lions. They take a 1-point lead, 6-5. Tim Scott with the basketball out front. He'll get it left side over to Logan Southern. Southern down in the short corner, guarded by the Bakersfield Lions. Gets it inside to Farmer. Farmer makes a move to the basket, puts it up and in. 7-6 now. South Scott with the lead over the Bakersfield Lions. 3:44 left to play here in the first quarter. Morris Collins with it out front for the Bakersfield Lions. Left side over to Carey. Carey out front to Collins. Collins right wing to Ty Cotter. Cotter out front to Carey. Being patient on offense. Left side over to Morris Collins. And we got a foul on the play. That foul's going to be on number 1 for South Scott, which I do not have a number for or a name for. So foul's going to be on number 1 for South Scott. Going to be Bakersfield Lion basketball. Kaiden Alvarado out front with it. Over to Morris Collins. Finds a gap. Loses control. Gets it over to Ty Cotter. Cotter with it. Takes a running jumper. No good. Rebounded by South Scott. They're going to bring it up. Number 2, Farmer with it. Finds a gap. Pulls it back out front. Trying to find somebody. Gets it over to number 1, which I do not have a name for. Over to Farmer. Farmer with it, trying to get it inside, and we got a travel call on South Scott. 7-6, 2:46 left to go here in the first quarter. Bakersfield Lions trailing the number 8 ranked South Scott Bulldogs from Steele, Missouri. Bakersfield Lions easily breaking the full court pressure. They get it down to Kaiden Alvarado, over to Cotter. He'll put it up and in. So number 0, Eli Cotter, gets on the board. Now the Bakersfield Lions got a lead. The South gets it down to Farmer on the block. And we're going to have a foul on the play. Foul's going to be called on number 0, Eli Cotter. Massey's going to check back in for the Bakersfield Lions as Eli Cotter will come out. 8-7, 2:28 left to go here in the first quarter. South with it. Number 0, Campbell. Gets it right side. Number 1 with the basketball. Back to Campbell. Campbell drives in. Easy layup. Misses it. We got a loose ball. Farmer grabs it. He's going to take the 3 for South Scott, and it's up and good. 10-8, Lions trail. Ty Cotter brings it up for the Bakersfield Lions. Morris Collins dribbles in all the way to the hole. He's going to be fouled on the play. And he'll shoot 2 on this. 2:01 left to go now. 10-8 for the South Scott Bulldogs leading the Bakersfield Lions. Bakersfield comes in 8-3 on the year after they lost to Bunker 47-45 in the championship game of the Valley Catholic Tournament last weekend in St. Genevieve. And South Scott has just played 4 ball games on the year. They're 3-1 on the year. Last year, they made it to the Final 4 and ended up 4th in the state. So definitely a dandy ball game with a lot of returning starters. Morris Collins with it at the free throw line. The free throw second one is up and good. So Morris Collins now, he's got 7 points on the night for the Bakersfield Lions. 7 of the 9. It's a 1-point ball game. 2:01 left to go here in the first quarter. South Scott basketball, number 0 with it, Campbell. Campbell gets it to number 13. That's Parker. Parker's going to take the 3, and it's going to be knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by the South Scott Bulldogs. Lion basketball. Cotter brings it up, gets it to Alvarado. Alvarado gets it over to Carey. Traveled, no call, misses a layup, and we got a loose ball, gets his own rebound. Cotter with it, gets it to Carey, looks at the 3, doesn't take it. As Alvarado backside, wide open, puts it up and in. So Kaiden Alvarado gets on the board for the Bakersfield Lions, and South Scott needs a timeout. It's 11-10 with 1:31 left to go here in the first quarter. We're on the campus of Van Buren High School tonight as Bakersfield and South Pimscott from Steele, Missouri, and met in the middle at Van Buren High School to take on a Wednesday night high school basketball game. And guys, thanks for joining us. We're testing some things out here on the Bakersfield Alliance Sports Broadcasting Network. Our first game, so had this all set up and go, and then it made me rotate the camera. So I'm going to have to figure that out, as I had it set up to where we could see the whole court, but then I hit live, and it messed up on me. So I'm having to hold it up straightened out. So bear with me on this. We'll get all the kinks out here as we continue on. Going to try to do a lot of the girls' games and a lot of the boys' games throughout the rest of the year. And that way everybody can enjoy Bakersfield Lion basketball and Lady Lion basketball who aren't able to make it to the game tonight. And I know some people from South Pimscott are watching tonight, so welcome and thanks for joining us. And hope y'all are having a great evening. Going to be South Pimscott basketball, number 2, Robert Farmer, bringing it up for the Bulldogs. He'll dribble left side, trying to get past Cotter. He does, takes a little 10-foot jumper, misses it short, rebounded by Eli Cotter for the Bakersfield Lions. Morris Collins gets it to Carey on the left wing. Carey guarded by number 2, Farmer. Over to Eli Cotter. Baseline wide open up for the layup. Shot's going to be blocked. Re-gotten by the South Pimscott Bulldogs. Number 13, that's Parker. Parker back out front to number 1, which I do not have a name for. Takes a shot, misses it, rebounded by Bakersfield. Ty Cotter brings it up for Bakersfield. Got another loose ball. And South Pimscott's going to have a wide open layup, number 2, Robert Farmer with it. Bulldogs up by 1, 12-11. Ty Cotter brings it up. Going to have another steal. Pimscott brings it up, number 2. Farmer misses a layup. The number 1, which I will get a name for, gets the rebound and puts it up and in. And now Pimscott up 14-11. Morris Collins brings it up for the Bakersfield Lions. Collins right side over to Carey. Carey out front to Cotter. Cotter left side to Eli Cotter. He'll take the 3, no good. Rebounded by Pimscott. And he's going to take the shot at the buzzer. No good. That's the end of the first quarter. Bakersfield Lions trailing 14-11 here at the end of 1. Go over scoring real quick. First off for the Bakersfield Lions, Morris Collins leads them. He's got 7 points. Eli Cotter has got 2 points. Clyde Alvarado has 2 points. Bakersfield Lions with 11 here at the end of 1. Going over scoring for South Pimscott, Tyrekus Campbell. He's got 5 points so far for the South Pimscott Bulldogs. He's the leading scorer for them. Robert Farmer with 2. Logan Sutherland also has 5, so tied for the leading score. 14-11 here at the end of 1 from Van Buren High School. Don't forget tomorrow at 4:30 tentatively. If they haven't canceled it for the weather moving in. Bakersfield Lady Lions taking on Koshkonong at Jerry Taylor Gymnasium. I believe that game's at 4:30. And they'll keep you updated on their Facebook page if they're going to continue with that, as got snow moving in here tomorrow. 14-11. South Penn has just played 4 ball games so far this year. They are 3-1 on the year. And looking at their schedule here, I'm trying to see who they lost to. I'll get that here. They lost to Risco 79-70. Going to be Bakersfield basketball to start the second quarter. 14-11. Bakersfield trailing South Pimscott. Morris Collins with the basketball. Left side over to Clyde Alvarado. Alvarado with it. Down in the corner. Gets it into Massey. Massey back out front to Carey. Carey with the basketball. Gets it inside to Morris Collins. Clyde Alvarado gets the rebound and puts it up and in. So Alvarado with 4 points on the night. It's back to a 1-point ball game. Going to be Campbell gets an easy shot. Back to a 3-point game. Bakersfield line basketball. Kaiden Alvarado out front over to Ty Cotter. Looks at the three, doesn't take it. Left side over to Carey. Carey out front to Morris Collins. Collins over to Alvarado. He takes the three, no good. We got a loose ball. Alvarado gets it, tries to throw it inside. Going to be stolen by South Pimscott, and they're going to take a timeout. 16-13, 6:59 left to go. And I was saying South Pimscott 3-1 on the year. Just played 4 games so far. They weren't a tournament, but something happened there and weren't able to play in it. So just played 4 ball games. They beat Delta 82-27, Kennett 70-46. Looks like they beat Riverside Lake City, Arkansas 62-61, and then lost to Risco 79-70. So 3-1 on the year, ranked 8th in the state in Class 2A. Of course, Bakersfield ranked or not ranked. They are 8-3 on the year as they come into tonight's game against the South Pimscott Bulldogs. After the timeout, going to be South Pim basketball, 16-13. Bakersfield Lions trailing to the South Pimscott Bulldogs here from Van Buren High School. The South Pim ball. Number 1 with it, which again I do not have a name for. He is dribbling it up front. Gets it over to number 5. That's Terrell Boyd. Boyd back out front to 1. 1 inside to number 3, Jatarian Smith. We get a loose ball stolen by Alvarado. Alvarado to Cotter. Ty Cotter is going to pull it back out, make the smart decision. Now he's in some trouble in the backcourt. Gets it to Collins. Collins with the basketball over to Ty Cotter. Looks at the shot, right wing over to Eli. Eli to Morris Collins into the running layup. No good. Rebounded by Campbell. Campbell throws it up front to Farmer. Farmer gets it out front for the South Pim Bulldogs. Looks inside to number 3, Jatarian Smith. Jatarian into some trouble. Shots blocked. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. So Smith gets on the board, and it's now an 18-13 ball game. Bakersfield line basketball. Carey with it on the left wing. Out front to Ty Cotter. Cotter down in the left corner to Eli Cotter. Cotter dribbles out front over to Morris Collins. Collins with the basketball out front. Right side to Eli Cotter. Left wing to Carey. Down to Morris Collins. Going to take the three. No good. Backside board by Kaiden Alvarado. Playing well. Gets it to Eli Cotter. Fakes the shot. Goes up. Misses it. Rebounded by South Pimscott. Here comes Farmer for the Pimscott Bulldogs. We're going to have a foul on the play. Foul's going to be on the floor on the Bakersfield line. Try to figure out who that foul is on. Foul is on number 1. That's Morris Collins. I believe going to be his first personal foul of the game. So South Pim Bulldogs basketball underneath their own goal. 18-13, 5:24 left to go here in the second quarter. Number 5 inbounds, and he'll get it into the Jatarian Smith. Throws it right back over to Boyd. Boyd goes up for the shot. It's going to be blocked by Morris Collins and knocked away and out of bounds. They inbounds it again over to number 1, which I do not have a name. They lose control. Carey gets it. Going to be stolen again by number 0, Campbell. Campbell over to Jatarian Smith. Up for the shot, and he made it, and he's fouled. So Jatarian Smith, a chance for a 3-point play. It's now 20-13. Bakersfield trailing. 5:10 left to go here in the second quarter. Number 3, Smith. The free throw is up and no good. 20-13. 5 minutes left to go. Bodie Harden is checked in for the Bakersfield Lions. Almost stolen as he brings it across. It does get stolen. Got a loose ball. Jatarian Smith gets it. Kicks it over to number 5. That is Terrell Boyd, and he goes up for the layup. He's going to be fouled on the play. Foul's going to be on number 3. That is, number 13, Kaiden Alvarado. Free throw up for South Pim is no good. Number 5, Terrell Boyd. Cooper Massey checks in for Bodie Harden. He will come out. Terrell Boyd at the free throw line. Second free throw is up and in and out. No good. South Pim gets the rebound. Jatarian Smith pulls it down, takes a three, no good. Another rebound by number 0, Campbell. And he's going to step out of bounds, and Coach Denton wants a timeout. Bakersfield getting out rebounded big time on the defensive side. It's 20-13, 4:49 left to go here in the first half. Bakersfield trailing again 20-13. Again, going over Bakersfield's record, 8-3 on the year. Opened up the year at Bradleyville with the big win, 86-30. And then they beat Alton 70-43 in the Current River Challenge up here in Van Buren. They are, in the Current River Challenge here at Van Buren back in November. They lost to Pocahontas 52-47. Koshkonong, they beat them 76-27. And Eminence, they also beat them 47-45. Lighthouse Christian and Liberty with wins as well. Bakersfield basketball. Morris Collins with it out front. Gets it right side over to Kaiden Alvarado. Left wing over to Carey. Carey to Massey. Looks at the shot. Doesn't take it. Back out front. Right side to Morris Collins. Collins with it. Over to Kaiden Alvarado. Drives the baseline, and then he's going to step out of bounds. Going to be South Pim-Scott Bulldog basketball. They throw it in bounds. Number 0, Tyrekus Campbell, going to bring it up for the South Pim-Scott Bulldogs. Campbell with it inside, finds a gap, drives in. Shot's going to be blocked by Carey. He's going to get a hold of it. Massey with it out front, and it's going to be stolen. And then we've got what do we got? Not sure what they call, but looks like no shots. And it's going to be Bakersfield basketball. I think they called it jump ball. Lion basketball. Carey with it in the front court for the Bakersfield Lions. Gets it to Collins. Collins right wing over to Ty Cotter. Cotter out front. Left side over to Morris Collins. Collins with the basketball. Gets it to Ty Cotter. Cotter right wing to Alvarado. Alvarado back to Morris Collins out front. Left side over to Ty Cotter. He's going to find a gap. Back to Alvarado. Looks at the three. Doesn't take it. Back to Cotter. Cotter right side to Carey. Carey out front to Kaiden Alvarado. Alvarado being patient on offense, trying to find a gap. Right side over to Carey. Carey out front to Morris Collins. Collins with the basketball. Kicks it left side to Alvarado. Looks at the three, doesn't take it. And he's trying to find somebody. Gets Massey. Massey out front with the ball. Finds a gap. Makes a spin move right side to Alvarado. Doesn't take the three. Kicks it over to Cotter. Cotter drives in. Little 5-foot jumper. No good. Gets his own rebound. Now he's in trouble. Back out front to Alvarado. Alvarado's going to set the offense up. 2:55 left to go here in the first quarter, first half. 20-13, Bakersfield trailing. C.J. Carey on the left wing, going to shoot the three. No good. Massey with the board for the Bakersfield Lions. Back out front to Collins. Collins with the basketball. Left side to Alvarado. Alvarado with it. Gets it to Collins. Collins left side. Collins trying to find a gap, gets in, jump stops, puts it up, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, misses it again. Rebounded by South Pim. Jatarian Smith's going to take it up, loses control, loose ball. Bakersfield Lions going to get a hold of it. Down to Morris Collins. Collins dribbles in, he gets it stolen. And South Pim has number 0, Campbell, wide open underneath the goal. And he's going to get fouled on the play as he goes up for the shot. So probably a smart foul by the Bakersfield Lions. So he had a wide open layup. Foul's going to be on number 50, Cooper Massey. As the Bakersfield Lions have only scored 2 here in the second quarter compared to South Pim-Scott's 6. It's 20-13. Bulldogs with the 7-point lead. Number 0, Campbell with the free throw. He misses it. I'm not sure if Campbell or Pim-Scott has made a free throw all night long. Number 14, Alex Helm will check in for the Bakersfield Lions as Kaiden Alvarado comes out. Number 0 finally puts a free throw in for South Penn. He's got 3 points on the night. Campbell with it. Number 5 will check back in for South Penn, Scott. That's Terrell Boyd. The Bakersfield line basketball trailing by a touchdown and an extra point, 21-13. Lion basketball. Carey with it. Right side over to Helm. Helm with it down in the right corner. Back out front to Cotter. Cotter with the basketball. He's going to dribble it out front. Dribbles inside. Loses control. Knocked away. Last touch by South Penn. 1:50 left to go. Bakersfield trailing 21-13. Ty Cotter inbounds and get underneath his own goal for the Lions. Throws it in. Going to be stolen by the Pimscott Bulldogs. Number 2, Farmer, up for the shot, and he's going to be fouled on the play. I think foul's going to be on number 14, Alex Helm. Bakersfield having trouble tonight with South Pimscott's defense. Several turnovers here in the first half as Bakersfield's trailing 21-13. Number 2, Robert Farmer, misses another free throw for South Pimscott. I have not kept track, but they have missed several free throws. Second free throw is up this time. It's up and good. 22-13, Bakersfield trailing. They're going to inbounds at Pimscott. Still full court pressure as Ty Cotter pushes everybody out. Gets it across the timeline to Collins. Collins dribbles in, up for the layup. He's going to make it and be fouled on the play. Good move there by Morris Collins. He's going to have a chance at a 3-point play. Foul's going to be on number, not see that, 24, I believe, Logan Southern. Kaiden Alvarado checking back in for the Bakersfield Lions. Free throw up for Collins. It is up and good. Collins with 3 points on the night. Bakersfield cuts it to a 6-point deficit, 22-16. As South Pimscott takes a long three, no good. A rebound by the Bakersfield Lions. Kaiden Alvarado goes up for the layup. It's now a 4-point ball game. South Pim with the ball. Right side, number 5 with it, Terrell Boyd. Gets it out front to number 13, Parker. Parker left side to Farmer. Farmer gets it to number 1, which I don't have a name, takes a shot, puts it up and in. 24-18, Ty Cotter with the basketball, crosses the timeline for Bakersfield. He'll dribble in out front to Massey. Massey over to Cotter. Cotter on the right wing, going to take the 3, no good. Rebounded by Collins, misses a late putback. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Stolen by Cotter. Cotter's going to go up for the layup, and it is up and good. So Ty Cotter gets on the board. Back to a 4-point ball game. 35 seconds left to go. 24-20. Bakersfield trails as South Penn, number 1, goes up for the shot. And he's going to be fouled on the play. So another time at the free throw line for South Pimscott. Foul's going to be on number 50, Cooper Massey. Believe that's going to be his second personal foul. Team foul number 5. 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. Bakersfield trailing 24-20. And another free throw miss by South Pimscott. So South Pim up by 4. They have probably missed 10 free throws. Second free throw in and out, no good. Rebounded by Bakersfield. Morris Collins will bring it up. Coach didn't call the play for the Bakersfield Lions. Collins across the timeline. Setting the offense up. Dribbles left side out front to Carey. Carey with the basketball. Out front to Ty Cotter. Cotter with it. Left side, 8 seconds to go. Out to Collins. Looks at the 3, dribbles in, down to 4. To Carey. To Massey for the 3 at the buzzer. Oh, in and out, no good. That's your halftime score, 24-20. Bakersfield Lions trailing the South Pimscott Bulldogs here at halftime at Van Buren High School. South Pimscott 3-1 on the year, ranked number 8 in Class 2A. Bakersfield 8-3 on the year. Bear with me just a minute, guys. I'm going to mute the mic and try to fix this camera up here a little bit where I can put it on the stand. So bear with me 1 second. We're halftime 24-20. Bakersfield trailing. So stay with me. I'm going to try to fix this camera. All right, we'll just have to set it up next time where it's horizontal, not vertical. I guess I did that in the settings before, so not able to fix that now. But anyway, we will get all that fixed up here as the next game we do. Planned on going to Fatima Saturday. It's the Bakersfield Lions and Lady Lions. We're going to travel up there and play, but due to weather, that got canceled. Bakersfield boys got this scheduled late yesterday. And good deal for them, and also a good deal for South Pemscott, as they've only played 4 games so far this year, and they are 3-1, ranked 8th in the state. Bakersfield Lions again 8-3 on the year. Their last game was up at the Valley Catholic Tournament. They played Bunker in the championship of that game. Had a 3 in and out at the buzzer to lose that one 47-40. And they are now 8-3 on the year. They got had quite a bit of a break here after that tournament, and playing this week again. Lady Lions going to be playing tomorrow, pending the weather. They're going to be taking on the Koshkonong Blue Jays. Lady Lions this year 7-3 on the year. They started the year out with a win at Bradleyville. That was a dandy ball game. I was at that when they won 53-51 in overtime. Then they beat Niangua 85-21. Kabul got the win 59-13, lost to Norwood 65-35, beat Houston 51-45, Seymour 53-21. Then in the Lady Bulldog Holiday Tournament over at Gainesville, they beat Gainesville 55-37, lost to Mansfield in the semifinals 48-33, and then won that third place game 57-47 against Bradleyville. So the Bakersfield girls are 7-3 on the year. We'll be covering some of their games, going to be covering some of the boys' games, and kind of trial and error on this. As obviously I can't make it to every single one of them, but going to do the best we can and make things a little bit better as time goes on. Just like tonight with the camera, thought we had it all set up right, but ended up having to do it vertically, which we'll fix that next time where we can see the whole court and don't have to move the camera. But going back to the Bakersfield girls, they got Kosh tomorrow at 4:30. They moved that game up at Jerry Taylor Gymnasium. And, of course, the game Saturday with Fatima has been canceled. Next week, they'll be in action at Gainesville, 7:15 matchup on the 16th. And at Niangua again. And then also Bakersfield Lions, which you probably already know are in a new conference this year, the Big Springs Conference, which Van Buren is a part of that. So Bakersfield and Lady Lions going to be in a new conference this year. And that conference, let's see here, it consists of Van Buren, Summersville, Couch, Winona, of course, Bakersfield, I believe possibly Dora. And so they'll finish that up. They'll have the Big Springs Conference tournament later on this month. And a lot of basketball coming up for the Bakersfield Lions and also the Lady Lions. Going over the boys' schedule. Coming up next week, the Seymour Bank Classic, 2025 Winter Classic. That's the 13th through the 18th. Bakersfield boys are going to be in action there. They're going to be taking on, I believe, Cassville in the first round of that. And then they'll finish that up. And then that following week, they'll be in the Houston Boys Basketball Tournament, which they won that, I know, in 2022. Not sure about last year. And then they'll go and try to defend their championship tournament there. And then after that, another tournament, the Big Springs Conference Tournament. So a lot of basketball, a lot of tournaments coming up for the Bakersfield Lions. Lady Lions, they were in the Lady Bulldog Tournament last week, or excuse me, the week at Christmas. And looks like the only other tournament they are in this year is the Big Springs Conference Tournament coming up January 27th through February the 1st. And then time will fly by. They get in the Big Springs Conference matchups, and then the Class 2 District Tournament has not been set. I believe it's at Mansfield this year. That is set for the week of 3/13, so a little bit later than normal. The week of March 3rd, or excuse me, it starts the week of March 3rd and goes through the 13th, so a little bit later than normal. District Tournament, Class 2, and of course, tough district up there for both the boys and girls as Mansfield, Gainesville, Fordland, Norwood, Dora, and Bakersfield are all in that. Last year, Bakersfield's season came to an end as they lost to the reigning state champions in the semifinal, Hartville 65-46. Bakersfield lost to Hartville in the Liberty tournament by 5. So definitely going to be a interesting district that year with some very, very top-notch teams. Probably the hardest district in the state, Class 2. Once you get past that district, you never know what's going to happen, but a very tough district as the Bakersfield Lions, not only for the boys, but for the girls as well, as the girls went to the championship last year and lost to Norwood, I believe it was. So we'll continue to carry some action here, probably do some baseball in the spring, also some softball. And again, we will update what we can on here and try to make it better for all you guys to watch. And down the road, we'll do some other good things with it. Maybe get a scoreboard here on this. Just got to get the right software for it. And this is the first night we've done this, so thanks for joining us here on the Bakersfield Line Broadcasting Network here tonight. You can comment on here, tell us all who's watching. I haven't seen one comment tonight, so let me know who's watching to see if anybody's watching at all, or if I'm just talking to myself tonight. So, but it is 24-20. Bakersfield Lions and the South Pimscott Bulldogs are in action here at Van Buren High School. We are at halftime. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Connor Jones not in for the Bakersfield Lions tonight as he rolled his ankle, I believe it was today in practice when they were having a walkthrough. So he is out tonight. Also, Hayden Sanders is out tonight with sickness. A lot of sickness going around, especially with these Bakersfield boys that I've seen over the past couple of weeks. They are suffering a lot of illness, and first quarter kind of showed it. Moved around a little slow. They crawled their way back into it, 24-20. Now, here at halftime, end of the first quarter, at the end of the first quarter, it was 14-11, South Pimscott with the lead. And now again, 24-20, Bakersfield Lions trailing here at halftime. We got about 2 minutes left to go, and we will get back to your play-by-play. Still nobody has commented on here. I got to know. I don't know if I'm just not seeing it, but trying to figure out if you got anybody watching. It says we got 46 viewers, so give me a thumbs up or a comment. Let me know who's watching, where you're watching from. I know some people from South Pimscott are watching. Thanks for joining us tonight here on Bakersfield Line Sports Broadcasting Network. Got a dandy ball game, 24-20 here at halftime. The number 8 ranked South Pimscott Bulldogs leading over the Bakersfield Lions here at halftime. We're about ready to get things started here for the second half. Of course, talking about South Pim last year, looking at the state bracket from 2024, they made it to the Final Four last year, South Pimscott, and they ran into the defending state champion Hartville and got beat handily in the semifinals, 44-27. Moved on to the third place game and lost to Salisbury, 77-66, and took fourth place in Class 2 last year at Bakersfield. There's Calva. Calva Jones messaged me on Facebook. I appreciate that, Calva. So you're watching. Everybody hear me all right? I've got a mic here. Hopefully we can make things better for you guys. But just making sure everything's working here tonight, okay? And again, I apologize about the video. We had that set up, and we're going to work through all the little kinks out, and we will be all right after that. So Carrie Belt also messaged watching on TV. Going to be South Pimscott Bulldog basketball here to start the second half. Number 2, Farmer with it, going to set the offense up. Guarded by Ty Cotter. Cotter with it out front, gets it over to number 0, Campbell. Campbell gets it inside to number 3, Jatarian Smith. Little fadeaway, misses it. Rebounded, fast break. Over to Ty Cotter. Cotter with the basketball. He's going to go up for the little jumper, puts it up and in. So Ty Cotter, Bakersfield Lions get on the board. It's back to a 2-point ball game. Lions on defense, 24-22 as South Pimscott takes a quick three. Number 5, that is Terrell Boyd, gets on the board for the South Penn Bulldogs. And just like that, back to a 5-point ball game. Lion basketball. Alvarado with it out front, gets it to Massey. Massey in the short corner, cross court to Alvarado. Back over to Morris Collins. Collins with it up for the shot, misses it. Rebounded by number 3, Jatarian Smith. Gets it over to Campbell. Campbell runs in, running jumper in and out, no good. Smith gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Back to a 7-point game. Bakersfield trailing. Ty Cotter with it out front for the Bakersfield Lions. Cotter with it out front, guarded by Campbell. Gets it over to Collins. Collins left side to Carey. Carey to Alvarado. Alvarado's going to dribble in. Look at the three. He's going to take it and in and out. No good. Collins with the rebound. Puts it back up and in. So Morris Collins gets on the board in the second half. 29-24. Bakersfield trailing by 5. South Pimscott Bulldog basketball. Number 2 with it. Farmer out front for South Pim. Puts it between his legs. Finds a gap. Good defense out to number 5. Boyd takes a three. No good. Rebounded by Alvarado for Bakersfield. Gets it over to Ty Cotter. Cotter stolen by Farmer. Farmer up for the shot. Layup, it is good. 31-24, Bakersfield trailing now. Ty Cotter with it out front for the Bakersfield Lions. Cotter brings it across the timeline. He'll set the offense up. Coach Denton calling the offense out for the Lions. Trying to get it to Collins. Going to be knocked away. Last touch by the South Pimscott Bulldogs. Good defense there by number 5, Terrell Boyd. As number 0, Eli Cotter checks back in for the Bakersfield Lions. Cooper Massey will come out. 31-24, 5:30 left to go here in the ball game. Ty Cotter inbounds again on the side for the Bakersfield Lions. Gets it into Morris Collins. Collins brings it across the timeline. Dribbles right side, guarded by number 5, Terrell Boyd. Left wing to Carey. Carey with a long jumper, no good. Gets his own rebound. Gets it to Ty Cotter. Cotter to Alvarado for 3. It is no good. Rebounded by number 3, Smith for the Pimscott Bulldogs. He'll dribble all the way up the court. Then we got a foul on the play on the floor. That foul's going to be on the Bakersfield Lions. Number 13, Caden Alvarado. Going to be team foul number 1. In the second half, second personal foul for Alvarado. Pimscott inbounds. Get number 2, Farmer with it on the right wing. He's going to take the 3, and it's going to be in and out. No good. Alvarado pulls the board down for the Lions. Guyton playing a good ball game tonight. Gets it over to Collins. Collins going to dribble up court. Has Eli wide open for a layup, and he misses it. Rebounded by Pimscott. Jatarian Smith dribbles all the way down, puts it up and in. It's now a 9-point ball game. 33-24, Bakersfield trailing. Ty Cotter brings it up for the Bakersfield Lions. Left side over to Alvarado. Alvarado, it's going to be stolen, and then he loses control, so it's going to be Bakersfield Lion basketball on the side. As number 1 checks back in, I never got a name for him. He'll check back in for Pimscott. Cotter checks back in, or Cotter with it out front for the Bakersfield Lions. Caden Alvarado takes a 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by number 0, Campbell. Campbell's going to dribble down to number 3, Smith. Smith, good. Dump off to number 5, Terrell Boyd. He puts it up and in, and the Bakersfield Lions need a timeout. 35-24, Bakersfield trailing. 4:07 left to go here in the third quarter. As South Pimscott comes in 3-1 on the year, ranked number 8 in the state in Class 2A. Bakersfield comes in with an 8-3 record on the year. .407 left to go here in the third quarter. Bakersfield trailing 35-24. Into the first quarter, it was 14-11. Penn-Scott with the 3-point lead. Halftime, 4-point lead, 24-20. Now they've extended it out to a an 11-point lead, 35-24. Quite a few Bakersfield fans have made the trip up to Van Buren. After the timeout, Coach Ditton takes 4:07 left to go. 35-24. Bakersfield trails the South Penn-Scott Bulldogs. Going to be Bakersfield basketball. Morris Collins inbounding it, gets it into Carey. Carey with it out front. He'll dribble it across the timeline, kicks it to Alvarado. Alvarado back to Morris Collins. Collins with the basketball out front, setting the offense up over to Carey on the left wing. Carey's going to dribble it left side, trying to find a gap, gets it to Ty Cotter. Cross court pass to Alvarado. Alvarado dribbles left side, trying to dump it in, can't get it. Into some trouble over to Collins. He's going to dribble in. Strong move, puts it up and in. Morris Collins now with 14 points on the night. Penn-Scott basketball. Number 3, Jatarian Smith with it out or inside for the Penn-Scott Bulldogs. And we got a loose ball. It's going to be knocked away. Last touch by the Bakersfield Lions. Penn-Scott ball. Number 1 with it on the right wing. Gets it over to number 0, Campbell. Campbell drives in. Uncontested layup. He's going to be fouled by Eli Cotter on the play. Campbell, a good ball player. 5'11" junior, number 0. He's got 8 points on the night. And another missed free throw for South Penn-Scott. So South Penn-Scott has missed several free throws on the night. Or believe it or not, it'd probably be a 20-point ball game or more, as he does put that one in. Back to I think they put the score on the wrong side. 36-26, actually, the score. They put that on the Lions side. Going to be Bakersfield ball. Cotton Alvarado with it. Gets it over to Collins. Collins puts it up and in for Bakersfield. 36-28, the score. There we go. They got it fixed as Penn-Scott brings it up and loses it. Morris Collins brings it up. He loses control, and it's going to be stolen. Then we got another loose ball. Number 2, Farmer, finally gets a hold of it. He's going to dribble in, kicks it back out front to Campbell. Campbell with the basketball, drives in, throws it back behind his head to Boyd. Boyd's going to lose control, but it's going to be last touch by the Bakersfield Lions. 36-28, Bakersfield trailing to the South Penn-Scott Bulldogs. As number 24, Logan Southern will check back in for the Penn-Scott Bulldogs. Number 3, Jatarian Smith will come out. Penn-Scott inbounds to get underneath their own goal. Get it in number 0, Campbell. Campbell set the offense up for the South Penn Bulldogs. Gets it over to number 1. Then we got a 3-second call, I believe. Yep, got a 3-second call on South Penn-Scott. So it's going to be Bakersfield basketball. Alex Helm checks back out for Bakersfield. Cooper Massey checks back in. Morris Collins with it for the Bakersfield Lions. Gets it into Ty Cotter. He'll dribble it up court, get across the timeline. 3-on-2. He makes a nice move to the basket. Misses the layup. Alvarado with the rebound. Now we got a loose ball. And the possession arrow goes to the Bakersfield Lions. Good move there. Ty Cotter just couldn't finish. As number 3, Jatarian Smith will check back in for South Penn-Scott. And number 0, Campbell will come out, be Bakersfield basketball. Massey with it out front, gets it over to Collins. Collins to Carey in the corner, looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Back out front to Collins. Collins, little running jumper, no good. It's going to be rebounded by South Penn-Scott. Tim Scott brings it up. Number 3, Smith. Smith dribbles to the basket, and we are going to have a blocking foul on the Bakersfield Lions. Foul's going to be on number 3, Carey. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3 here in the third quarter. Tim Scott basketball. Southern with it, gets it in the corner to Farmer. Farmer back out front to number 1. Don't have a name. He takes a shot. Misses it. Rebounded by Southern. Defensive rebounding both sides has not been good for either team tonight. A lot of offensive boards. As number 2 for South Hemscott, that's Farmer takes a long 3. Air ball goes out of bounds. Going to be Bakersfield ball. 1:27 left to go in the third quarter. 36-28. Morris Collins gets it in for Bakersfield. He'll get it into Ty Cotter. Cotter brings it up court for the Bakersfield Lions. Cross court to Carey. Carey's going to take a 3. It is good. So C.J. Carey with his first points on the night. And the Bakersfield Lions back within 5. 36-31. South Pimscott with the basketball. Number 1's going to take the 3. They leave him open. He misses it. Rebounded by Morris Collins, and it's stolen. And a jam by number 3, Jatarian Smith. 38-31 now. Bakersfield Lions in with the basketball. Morris Collins brings it up for the Lions. All the way to the basket, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Morris Collins, he has 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 points on the night for the Bakersfield Lions. Playing a good ball game. He'll go to the free throw line as Massey comes out for Bakersfield. Eli Cotter will check back in. So Collins trying to make it a 3-point play and get the Bakersfield Lions back within 4. 38-33 trailing. Collins' free throw is up and good. 38-34, 47 seconds left to go in the third quarter. South Pimscott Bulldog basketball. Number 3, Jatarian Smith out front. He's going to take the 3, going to be partially blocked by Alvarado. Collins gets a hold of it. Dribbles all the way to the basket, puts it up off the glass and in. So Morris Collins now with 21 points. Bakersfield back within 2. And we got a double dribble. Double dribble on number 5, Terrell Boyd, and Bakersfield with the chance to tie it with a 2 or go ahead for the first time with a 3. 25 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Going to be Bakersfield basketball. Ty Cotter going to bring it up for Bakersfield. He crosses the timeline. He dribbles in, finds a gap, kicks it out to Carey. Carey cross court to Eli Cotter. Cotter with it. In some trouble. Finds Cotter on a Ty Cotter on a cut. Misses a shot. Rebounded. Number 2, Farmer's going to dribble all the way to the basket. Put it up and in. So Farmer now. And that's the end of the third quarter. 40-36. The Bakersfield Lions trailing the South Pimscott Bulldogs. 40-36 at the end of 3. It's turned into a dandy ball game. End of 1. It was 14-11. Bakersfield trailing 24-20. They were trailing by 4 at the half, and still a 4-point ball game. 40-36 at one time in this quarter. Bakersfield was trailing, by 11. So they've cut it back to a 4-point deficit. 40-36 here at Van Buren High School, taking on South Pimscott from Steele, Missouri, way down in the Boot Hill of Missouri on the Tennessee border. About a 2-hour, 15-minute trip. Of course, Bakersfield as well, about an hour, 45-minute trip for them, hour and 35 minutes. So definitely a good night for basketball here on this Wednesday night. Again, Bakersfield Lady Lions going to be in action tomorrow at 4:30 at Jerry Taylor Gymnasium. Weather pending against the Koshkonong Blue Jays, as I believe they've moved the weather up a little bit. Snow might be moving in a little sooner than expected, so we will get word on that if we will have that game tomorrow. 40-36, fourth quarter here from Van Buren High School. See if the Lions can come back. They trail by 4 at the half. still trailing by 4. Morris Collins, now let's see here. He had 10 at half. He's now got 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21 points for the Bakersfield Lions. Going to be South Penn Bulldog basketball to start the second quarter. Number 2, Farmer with it out front for the South Pemscott Bulldogs. He's going to dribble in. Takes a little 15-foot jumper off the front of the rim. No good. Collins gets the long rebound. Goes up for the layup. Misses it. Ty Cotter pulls it down. Shot's going to be blocked. Loose ball, and he throws it away. And then we got another loose ball. And then Morris Collins going to be called for the hold as he grabbed his jersey, trying to go after the basketball. So going to be South Penn Bulldog basketball, 40-36, 7:31 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Bakersfield Lions, been a dandy ball game. Bakersfield trailed by 11 at one point in the third quarter, but now it's down to a 4-point game, 40-36. South Penn with it. Number 0, Campbell with it out front for South Pemscott. Dribbles inside. Good defense there by Massey. Ball's going to be loose and a tie-up. Massey gets it, and then the Bakersfield Lions get a timeout. So they do give Bakersfield the timeout. Well, we got some confusion here as Coach Denton thought they had possession. One ref gave them a timeout. The other ref said no, he didn't have possession of it, but we're going to have a jump ball. Nevertheless, Bakersfield going to have it on the possession arrow. Morris Collins going to be inbouncing it. 40-36. 7:14 left to go here in the ball game. Coach Denton still arguing the timeout as one of the refs gave it to him, so I got to go with him. One of the refs gave him the timeout, said he had possession. The other ref, okay, they are going to lead the possession arrow at, as Coach Denton said, one ref gave him a timeout, the other didn't. And then they ended up going with the jump ball, but possession arrow is going to stay to the Bakersfield Lions. So Morris Collins going to be inbouncing it for the Lions. Ty Cotter in the backcourt for the Lions. He crosses the timeline. 7 minutes left to go. He finds a gap, dribbles in, gets it to Alvarado. Looked at the three, didn't take it. He's going to dribble in, tries to make a strong move, kicks it out to Collins. Collins finds a gap, takes a 5-foot running jumper. He puts it up and in. It's now a 2-point ball game, 40-38. Lions trailing, 6:45 left to go. Farmer with Jatarian Smith dumps it down to number 0, Campbell. Campbell out to Southern. Southern dribbles in, back down to Campbell. And we got 3 seconds in the lane. The Bakersfield Lions have possession with it. Chance to go up by 1 with the 3 or tie the ball game. Lions basketball, back full court pressure. They get it in. Pemscott backs off. Morris Collins will walk it up for the Bakersfield Lions. 40-38, 6:25 left to go here in the basketball game. Collins with it out front for the Bakersfield Lions. Gets it to Alvarado at the high post. Hadn't taken a dribble. He finally does. Gets it to Ty Cotter. Cotter with it out front. Making a move, finds a gap, dribbles in, kicks it out to Carey between his legs. He regains control of it. Over to Morris Collins, left side, dribbles baseline, and it's going to be stolen. Pemscott gets a steal as number 0, Campbell, took it away from Morris. Over to number 5, Terrell Boyd. He's going to take the 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound for number 0, Campbell, and he puts it up and in for 2. Back to a 4-point ball game. As Bakersfield inbounds it, almost loses it, but Carey gets a hold of it for the Bakersfield Lions. 5:35 left to go, 4-point ball game. Carey with it out front for Bakersfield. Ty Cotter with it over to Massey, top of the key to Alvarado. Alvarado out front, dribbles right side, good defense by Southern for South Pemscott. Right side over to Carey. Carey, left wing over to Massey. Massey waiting for somebody to come get the ball, gets it over to Ty Cotter. Cotter with the ball on the right wing over to Collins, and he throws it away and out of bounds. Ty Cotter thought Collins was going to pop out, but Collins went in and he threw it away and out of bounds. So now Pimscott basketball with a 4-point lead, 5 minutes left to go. 42-38. Bakersfield trying to crawl their way back in this one. They have not had the lead the entire ball game. South Pimscott, number 2, Farmer brings it up for the Bulldogs. Dribbles between his legs. Excellent ball player. Throws it up for the shot. No good. Long rebound by Collins. Collins dribbles up behind his back. He goes up all the way to the hole. Puts it up and in on the reverse layup. Collins now. And it's stolen by Ty Cotter. Cotter brings it up for the Bakersfield Lions. He's going to take a shot from the free throw line. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in. And we got a tie ball game. 42-42. Bakersfield Lions and South Pimscott, 4:25 left to go here in the ball game. 42-42, Bakersfield and South Pim. Number 0, Campbell dribbles all the way in. Then we got a foul on the play. Holding call going to be called on Eli Cotter. I think that's going to be his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 2 is Alex Helm. Number 14 will check back in for the Bakersfield Lions. Eli Cotter going to come out with his 3rd. 4:15 left to go. South Pim inbouncing it. They'll get it into number 0, Campbell. Going to be a good defensive play there by Morris Collins as it's going to be knocked away and out of bounds. So Bakersfield Lions have tied the ball game. 4:14 left to go. South Pimscott trying to inbounds it. They finally get it in. I believe that's number 2, Farmer in the right corner. He'll dribble it back out front to number 5, Boyd. Boyd left side to Southern. Southern drives in. Back over to number 5. That is Terrell Boyd, and he's going to be fouled on the play. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2. South Pimscott struggling from the free throw line tonight. Have not kept count, but have missed several. And kept the Bakersfield Lions in the ball game. Of course, Connor Jones out tonight with an ankle injury. Also, Hayden Sanders out with the sickness that's been going around. Is number 5. That is Terrell Boyd. Puts the first free throw up and in, and they're up 43-42. Cooper Massey will come out, carry back here. Alvarado back in. 2nd free throw up is good. 2-point ball game. Lion basketball. 4 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Ty Cotter brings it up for Bakersfield. Gets it over to Morris Collins. Collins all the way to the hole. Up for the shot, and he's going to be fouled. Good little handoff there by Carey. Threw it to the high post. Collins cut to the basket. Handed it off to him. He goes up and gets fouled on the play. So Collins at the free throw line. He's got 25 points on the night. First free throw is up and no good. Alex Helm checks back in as Massey will come out. 2nd free throw up for Collins. It is up and good. 44-43, 3:50 left to go here in the ball game. South Pimscott with it. Campbell dribbles in, gets it right side over to Smith. Smith takes the baseline, hammers it down. So Deterian Smith with the dunk. It's 46-43. Cotter with it for the Bakersfield Lions. Dribbles in, gets it out to Carey. Top of the key, left side to Helm. Helm loses control, regains it. Back out front to Cotter. Cotter with the pump fake. Dribbles in, takes a little 8-footer in and out. No good. Rebounded by Smith. He'll get it over to Campbell for the Bulldogs. Campbell dribble all the way to the basket for the uncontested layup. Back to a 5-point ball game. Bakersfield trailing. Carey in the backcourt. Full court pressure by South Pimscott. Cotter into some trouble. Gets it to Carey. Over to Collins. Collins dribbles in. Takes a shot from the block. Off the glass and in. 27 for Collins now. 48-45. Bakersfield trailing. 2:50 left to go here in the ball game. As Smith brings it up, dribbles to the basket. He's going to be fouled by Alvarado, and he puts it up and in. Bakersfield struggling on defense a little bit tonight, as that foul is going to be on Alvarado. Or no, excuse me, on Helm for the Bakersfield Lions. Number 0, Campbell at the free throw line for South Pimscott. trying to make it a three-point play, and he does. Capitalizing on the free throws in the second half. 6-point game, 41-45. Ty Cotter bring it up for the Bakersfield Lions. Cotter out front. He gets it stolen. It's going to be stolen by number 1 for South Pimscott all the way to the basket. No good. Misses the rebound. Number 3, Smith, brings it down for South Pim. Down in the corner to number 0, Campbell for 3, and it is good. And the Bakersfield Lions take a timeout. Just like that, it's a 9-point game, 54-45. Bakersfield trailing the South Pimscott Bulldogs with 2:16 left to go here in the ball game. Morris Collins playing a dandy ball game tonight for Bakersfield. He's got 21, 23, 5, 7. He's got 28 points tonight out of Bakersfield's 45. Ty Cotter, he has got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points on the night. Eli Cotter with 2 points. Kaiden Alvarado with 6 points on the night. And C.J. Carey with 1 3 on the night for the Bakersfield Lions. They got 45 points. Carey is Campbell with 17 points on the night for the South Pimscott Bulldogs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 points for Deterrence Smith. Terrell Boyd on the night, he's got 7 points. Logan Southern has got 5 points on the night. Tyrekus Campbell has got 17, leading the South Pimscott Bulldogs. 54-45, Bakersfield trailing here at Van Buren High School as the two have met in the middle. South Pimscott from Steele, Missouri down in the Boot Hill, and then Bakersfield, hour and a half southwest of Van Buren. Been up here once already in the Current River Challenge. Bakersfield played Pocahontas, I believe, their second game of the year. Bakersfield basketball. Ty Cotter brings it up court. Going to have a quick foul on number 1 for South Pimscott. 2:13 left to go here in the ball game. 54-45. Bakersfield trying to make something happen. Ty Cotter with it on the sideline. Gets it into Collins in the backcourt. He'll set the offense up. Collins over to Alvarado. Alvarado, he's going to take the 3. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by number 1 for South Pimscott. Over to Smith. Smith up for the uncontested layup, and it is good. He's now got 16 points. Cotter brings it up for Bakersfield. Cotter on the right wing. He'll try to find a gap. Guarded heavily. Puts a shot up. Puts it up and in. Cotter now with 12. Here comes South Pimscott. Number 1 with it. Throws it away. Massey gets a hold of it. Gets it to Alvarado. Throws it away. Number 0, Campbell, brings it up front, gets it out to Farmer. Farmer with it, sets the offense up. 9-point ball game, 1:20 left to go. Number 1 with it, back to Campbell. Campbell's going to drive in, take the shot, and he puts it up and in. Bakersfield now trails by 11, got a minute left to go. Morris Collins will bring it up for the Bakersfield Lions. Puts it up off the glass and in. And he's fouled. So Collins has played a dandy ball game tonight. That's 10. He's got 21, 29. He's got 30 points on the night, Morris Collins. Going for his 31st, and it is a 9-point ball game, 58-49. Bakersfield going to have to put some pressure on right here to get back in the ball game. Free throw is up for Collins. No good. Rebounded by South Pimscott. Trying to foul. They push him right in front of the ref. They don't give it to him. Going to be South Pim basketball, and they're going to throw it away. Going to go out of bounds. 52 seconds left now. Bakersfield trailing 58-49. Kaiden Alvarado going to check back in for Bakersfield as Alex Helm will come out. Morris Collins inbouncing it. C.J. Carey gets it into him. Back to Collins. Going to have to get a quick shot off and a foul as Collins dribbles in. He's going to be fouled on the play. On the floor, going to be team foul number 4. So one more, and they go to the line to shoot 2. the Bakersfield basketball underneath their own goal. Got an official timeout as we got some sweat on the floor. 58 to 49. Bakersfield trailing here with 47 seconds left to go as they're trying to find a towel. And thanks to Van Buren High School for hosting this game tonight. And we are on the move for a towel here as there's some sweat on the floor. Up, they found something. They finally found something to dry it up off the floor. Also, thanks to the refs on such short notice as well. Got 3 of them. I know Lindy Airy, Nathan Sanders, and I know the other fella, but I cannot place his name. 58-49. Finally got the sweat dried off the floor. Bakersfield inbouncing it. Ty Cotter with it out front. Gets it to Alvarado for 3. No good. Cotter gets the rebound. No good. Collins pulls it down. Then we got a foul on the floor. So good rebound there. Offensive rebounding has been pretty good for both sides. And defensively, obviously, has not been good for either team. As Morris Collins goes to the line for the Bakersfield Lions. 41 seconds left to go. Free throw is up and good. 58 to 50. 41 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Second free throw for Collins off the back of the rim. No good. Then we got a quick foul there by Collins. They'll send him to the free throw line. Team foul number 5. Morris Collins with 31 points on the night for the Bakersfield Lions. Ty Cotter with 12 points. C.J. Carey's got 3. Kaiden Alvarado with 4. As number 3, Jatarian Smith puts the free throw up and in for the South Pimscott Bulldogs. Makes it a 9-point ball game. Second free throw is up and good. Nope. They waved it off. Said he stepped over the line. So 59 to 50. Going to mark that one off. Lion basketball. They get it in. Morris Collins dribbles it in. It's almost stolen. We got a loose ball still in the backcourt. Heavy pressure by South Pimscott. And he's going to be fouled on the play. They're letting them play tonight. I'll give them that for sure. Definitely a lot more fun watching a game like this than a whistle on every touch. So Morris Collins to go to the line for the Bakersfield Lions, trying to get back in this ball game, trailing by 9. At the end of one, it was a 3-point ball game, 14 to 11, 24 to 20. At halftime, a 40 to 36 game. At the end of 3, now it's a 9-point game, 59 to 50. As number 0, Tyrekus Campbell is fouled out. And we've got drying some sweat off the floor still. Tyrekus Campbell has fouled out of the ball game. He finished tonight with 11, 13, 15, 18, 19 points on the night. Morris Collins at the free throw line. He puts it up and in. He's now got 32 points, leading all scorers, 59 to 51. Collins' second free throw is up and good. 32 points for Morris Collins. He'll check out of the game as Helm comes in to foul. Have a feeling Collins will check right back in when they get in on offense. Full court pressure by Bakersfield. Having trouble getting it in. They got a loose ball, and they called a foul on Eli Cotter. That's going to be his 4th personal foul. So South Pimscott will go to the free throw line. Been a long second half of the 4th quarter with a lot of fouls. 4th personal foul on Cotter. Number 1, still don't have a name for him, is at the free throw line. He's got 4 points on the night. First free throw is up and no good. Morris Collins will check back in for Bakersfield. Helm checks out. 59-52, 30.7 seconds left to go in the ball game. Second free throw up is good. That's an 8-point game. Bakersfield brings it in. Collins brings it all the way, and he's going to be fouled on the floor. He's going to go back to the line to shoot two more. Got 33 points on the night, Morris Collins. 33 points. Played a dandy ball game. First free throw up for Collins is up and good. Of course, again, Connor Jones out with an ankle injury. Hayden Sanders also out. Sickness, a lot of sickness going around the Bakersfield, all areas in the community. As the second free throw up is up and good for Collins now with 35 points on the night. 60 to 54, 26 seconds left to go. South Pimscott trying to get it in. They do. They get it into number 5, Boyd. Boyd's going to be fouled with 23 seconds left to go. If Bakersfield can get them to miss some free throws, they're down 6, 60 to 54. 23 seconds left to go. Don't forget Bakersfield Lady Lions in action tomorrow at Jerry Taylor Gymnasium, 4:30, pending the weather. Number 5, Terrell Boyd with the free throw. This time he puts it up and in. So Boyd, 3 straight free throws. First half, South Pimscott really struggled from the free throw line. Kept Bakersfield in the ball game. Second half, different story. Been making a lot of them. Number 5 at the free throw line. Boyd, second free throw is up and good. Morris Collins brings it up for the Bakersfield Lions. Dribbles it all the way to the basket, puts it up and in. And the coach didn't want a timeout for Bakersfield. Morris Collins playing a dandy ball game tonight. He has 21, 35, 7, 9, 31, 33, 35, 37 points on the night for Morris Collins. The Bakersfield Lions, 56. We only got a 6-point ball game. It's 62 to 56. 15.7 seconds left to go here in the basketball game. Van Buren High School, Bakersfield Lions, and and South Pimscott. South Pim only 4 games this year. They are 3-1 on the year. Not sure what happened. They were in a tournament. Something happened and they weren't able to attend that. So they've only played 4 games this year. They're ranked number 8 in the state in Class 2A because they were a Final Four contender last year in 2A and ended up 4th place in the state, losing to Hartville in the semifinals of the Class 2 state tournament last year, and then lost in the 3rd place game to Salisbury by 11, 77 to 66. Bakersfield Lions lost in the semifinals to the Mitchell State champions, the Hartville Eagles, by 19, I believe it was. But trying to knock them off here tonight, 62 to 56. Bakersfield trails. Going to be South Pimscott basketball. Bakersfield going to have to get a quick foul. They're going to put on full court pressure. Pimscott inbounds again, having some trouble. Can't get it in. And we have got a 5-second call. And it'll be Bakersfield Lion basketball. Oof, that was a quick 5 seconds. The Bakersfield Lions catch a break there, and it's going to be their basketball. 62 to 56. Bakersfield ball underneath their own goal, trailing by 6. Cotter going to be inbouncing it. He throws it into the backcourt to Carey. Carey will get a hold of it. Going to have to get it down court and get a quick shot. And gets it to Collins. That's going to be stolen by number 1. And that's going to do it. As Caden Alvarado is going to get a quick foul with 6 seconds left to go. They're going to take it to the free throw line with a 6-point lead. Trying to make it 8. Things hold on. Bakersfield going to drop to 8-4 on the year to the South Pimscott Bulldogs tonight. Number 1 at the free throw line for South Pimscott. First free throw is up and no good. 6 seconds left in the ball game. Second free throw up for South Pim is good. And we got a loose ball knocked away out of bounds. 4.9 seconds left to go. Bakersfield trails 63-56. Carey inbouncing. It gets it into Cotter. Few seconds to run off the clock. That's going to be your final score. 63-56. Bakersfield Lions go down into defeat tonight to the South Pimscott Bulldogs here at Van Buren High School. And going over scoring real quick, let me run that up here real quick. Hard to do stats here. I believe 37 points for Morris Collins tonight. Ty Cotter into the night with 12. C.J. Carey into the night with 3 points. Kaiden Alvarado with 4 points on the night. Tyrekus Campbell was the leading scorer for the Campbell Camels. For South Pimscott Bulldogs, he had 19 points on the night. Robert Farmer into the night with 9 points. Katerian Smith, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 points on the night for Jaterian Smith. Terrell Boyd into the night with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. And Logan Southern into the night with 5 points. Final score 63-56. The Bakersfield Lions lose to the South Pimscott Bulldogs here from Van Buren High School. Guys, thanks for joining us tonight. Again, we will be doing a lot of Bakersfield Lion basketball and a lot of Lady Lion basketball here on the Bakersfield Lions Broadcasting Network. Appreciate y'all joining us. Sorry about the camera issue tonight, but we'll try to get that figured out where we can film horizontally, but had it all set up and had some issues there. Again, your final score 63-56. Bakersfield Lions lose to South Pimscott Bulldogs. For the Bakersfield Lions Sports Broadcasting Network, I'm Andrew Eckman. You guys have a good and safe night.